So one way to check whether the solutions are correct are to substitute them back in to the original. Now when you put in -1, we'll get the square root of 4, which is 2, and on the right-hand side we'll also get 2. So that one's fine. If you put in -4, then you get the square root of 1 on the left, and you get -1 on the right. That one cannot be true. And it's arisen by squaring because of course -1 squared is 1. So when you square an equation, you can introduce spurious solutions that don't actually exist. And so actually it's the process of 1 that has caused the problem. We've squared both sides and suddenly that is going to be positive, um, and well, it's going to equal a positive thing over here as well eventually. So when we put in -4 and -1, it suddenly works. So one solution is correct and the incorrect solution arises from step 1. When we follow it down, we get it on the same side, we factorize, there's no problems with 2 and 3, it's all about 1, basically. And here's another example of where you can get a spurious solution. Let's just say, it's a really trivial example, let's just say x equals 1. Now that is a solution to where y equals x meets y equals 1 here. So we just get the 1 solution. But if you now square this equation to give x squared equals 1, and suddenly our graph looks like this, and we introduce this extra solution. It doesn't exist. It's the process of squaring which turns a negative into a positive that's given rise to this extra solution. Not actually valid, and we'd need to reject it. And that is exactly what's happened here. So if you ever have an equation again where you are squaring it, just check your solutions at the end. Even better if you look at it right from the beginning and say to yourself, right, we must have x is greater than -5, so the square root part doesn't become negative. We're only looking for real solutions here. But we've got a positive thing on the left, so we must also require that x is greater than or equal to be fair, it can equal greater or equal to -3. And actually that one means that one kind of is the overriding one. So yeah, as soon as you get that, if you then get any solutions that are less than -3, you can reject them.